There is a new zombie mode in Watch Dogs Legion. Yes, really, I will go in depth on it in this video and also talk about other big updates that were made to the main game, including the addition of a really cool new co-op activity and way more. So everything you need to know in this video, a like would of course really help me out. And let's go. Before I go in depth on the new zombie mode, let's start with some main game additions first. The one nice thing is that on the next gen consoles, you can now switch to balanced image quality in the display options to switch from 30 FPS to 60 FPS. You need to manually change it when booting up the game after installing the update, and you see 30 FPS right here. And now let's switch to 60 FPS. Like really the difference is enormous. Especially the gunplay is way faster, making it overall like a way better experience. The graphical quality dropped down a bit though, and there's no ray tracing, but I don't really notice it. I think the 60 FPS is more than worth it. Another new addition for both the single player and the online modes is Helen. If you go to the in-game store, you can claim her as a free operative. She was first going to drop on June 15th, but Ubisoft decided to release her earlier than that. I think that was also originally communicated that she was going to drop on the same day as the update, so here she is. Her short hack cooldowns are pretty great, and she has her own personal vehicle, but it's of course still an old, slow lady. So yeah, no brand new perks, which is kind of sad, but still fun that they are adding her. She was of course the star of the E3 2019 reveal, so also actually kind of weird that she wasn't in the game to begin with. You by the way also unlock her outfit pieces, which you can then use on other operatives that do not have low mobility. Might be smarter. Online has seen quite a lot of content since the launch earlier this year, and Season 2 now started with brand new cosmetics to earn, especially the panda outfit is amazing when you reach rank 40. We saw that a bit in the trailer they released too. I like how they changed up the lion hat, just like that tiger outfit looks pretty awesome, but overall these cosmetics are way less exciting than what we saw in Season 1. There's also no end date for this season, maybe because they delayed the previous one many times, but looking at the roadmap we know that it's likely going to be till August, because that is when a new free reward track is expected. Before that we get the big Bloodline Season Pass expansion, and Ubisoft actually revealed what seems to be the opening cutscene for this DLC. And we hear Aiden mention Jackson, his cousin, lives in London, so we'll likely see him during the expansion, and when we know more about the Bloodline DLC, I will of course let you know here. Of course the first Season Pass character was Mina, and well, in the new raid type activity that was added with this update, we go way more in depth on Project Omni and the mind control ability she has as well. A doctor namely found out how to control multiple Londoners and their optic, and you have to stop them. And this is the second tactical ops for 3 to 4 players, but you really want to have a good group of 4 that you are able to communicate with as well. And it's really wild, this content, in a good way. Maybe my favorite Watch Dogs content ever. So for one mission you are tasked to stay together and shoot incoming skulls while going through this by the AI destroyed London. It looks awesome, and you really have to work together to succeed. There's also a mission where you are inside an Albion base with walls coming towards you from multiple angles that you have to take out before you get ripped to shreds. There's an AI boss fight where you have to focus on capturing points to lower the defenses. Like, that was quite hectic too, and you really learn multiple new gameplay elements throughout these missions, and they combine them in really smart ways later on. I think it's better than the first tactical ops by far, so if you got a group, then totally try this out. And groups are also handy for the brand new zombie modes, although not needed. So right now you can play this on PC only if you have Watch Dogs Legion on Uplay. Then you will find a different client and can download it. They wanted to release it first on PC so they could patch it more often because they own the Uplay client, but it will be coming later in the summer in beta mode to consoles. And by the way, really feel that this is an alpha, not in a bad way. It runs great, it looks like Watch Dogs Legion, only London has now been overrun by zombies. So every time you play this mode, you are a random looking operative. It's different each time, but they all play the same. You can select one out of 3 options though at the start of each run. with the random one giving you either a weapon or ability next to your regular pistol. Now you need to find 8 supply packages in London and then go to an extraction point before the 20 minutes run out. That sounds easy enough, but the streets are full of these zombies that will charge towards you if you get too close. You will be able to outrun them, but sometimes you do not react fast enough, so then they grab you. So you can survive one grab, but if you get grabbed again, it's over. So you're really forced to take it slow and use stealth, and ammo is also way more limited this time around, so aiming for the head and killing zombies is really key. And that's actually a great change of pace, because the tactical ops I just talked about is all about firing your magazine of bullets on incoming enemies with ammo crates in every room. Going back to the zombie modes, because they're also stronger, like Albion zombies that can take some more bullets, and in the restricted areas from the main game where you actually find most of these supplies, there will be like regular enemies too. And these soldiers will be fighting the zombies as well, so you can just let them battle it out while you sneak past them. You can also find power-ups in the levels, which are random gadgets or weapons, and while everyone in your team can claim these crates once, these power-ups are still few and far between and different of course each run, so that is how they want to keep it exciting every time you try this mode. But there's not much else to do. Like, after completing an extraction, you get the points, which you can then spend on an upgrade when you spawn in next time around. And there are different spawning locations, but that is kinda it as far as I know. So you're earning points to use on your next run to earn points to use on your next run. Right now, it's kind of missing a purpose. Which is fine, like, it's an alpha, and they already noted in a blog post that we should expect frequent updates based on player feedback. We will be adjusting the difficulty while releasing new areas to play in. So this will really be its own standalone thing that might even have a longer life beyond the Watch Dogs Legion support. And also this image and the logo, it really looks like its own thing instead of a separate mode for Watch Dogs Legion. Maybe they will spin it off into a free-to-play experience. I really would not be surprised if that turned out to be the case. So I'm curious where it goes from here. Again, it has potential. I had a lot of fun, just not a lot going on right now to keep you playing for more than a few rounds. So we'll of course be following it and other Legion news as well, and I will keep you up to date here. So totally subscribe for way more Watch Dogs Legion content and Legion of the Dead coverage. A like on the video would of course really help me out. And you can check out my other big roundup of the previous Legion updates by clicking on the screen. For now though, I will speak to you next time, and goodbye.